Hello survivors, welcome to a brand new video. We had to start it on the main menu because as you can see, absolutely everything about the game has changed. There has been a brand new massive update. You can see this, the logo has changed, it actually looks fantastic. A brand new opening sequence, as you can see, with people there, and the brand new character, the shaman. So as you can see, we got him. I do want to show you a build on him that I've been enjoying. It requires him to have his fourth weapon, all of his weapons, because we are going to be using a totem build. So a couple of things have changed this update. We're going to go through them. Firstly, there is the brand new character. The other thing that did change, that's quite a big change, is that you can see over here the Beastmaster, his first weapon, the Cobra Totem, got changed into something called a Plague Viper. It's pretty much the same thing, but no longer a totem. It's now an actual summon, like a monster. It's a viper, a snake, which is really cool, but it does the exact same thing. Whereas Cobra Totem is now on the shaman, and it is now actually a totem as well, which is going to fire poison at the enemies. We also get brand new traits like Fortitude as well as Ancestry. Fortitude is units summoned by the skill have their damage multiplied based on your maximum health. Ancestry summons totems and they deal damage based on your maximum health. We've then also got a brand new skills that deal damage based on your maximum health, like Poison Thorn as well as Bull Charge. So I guess you can kind of see where this goes, where everything for the shaman, you can do lots of builds with scaling on maximum health. And now you're wondering about broken, there's nothing in the game that allows you to scale on maximum health, except for Vigor, which was always under the Legionnaire. We got Vigor over here and over here. Which what Vigor does is it increases your maximum health for a certain amount of time. So if you use like Scent of Blood with Finesse and then the Vigor, it would give you insane amounts of HP. But you're like, well, how's the Shaman going to do this? Well, if you look at the Shaman skill tree, ladies and gentlemen, he gets something over here. Where is it? It's somewhere here, somewhere. Okay, just give me some time, I'll find it. There we go, it's over there. Whenever you cast any skill, you have a chance to gain Vigor. Yes, the Shaman has a chance to gain Vigor on hit. He also has a chance to gain Finesse on skill hit. He also gives every single character increased area of effect, and he also gains a lot of HP from the tree as well, so pretty good. But let's get straight into a shaman display. We're going to be playing the build as well, and it's going to be fun. So it requires a weapon expert. Well, it actually doesn't need a weapon expert. We need unexpected arsenal and reroll mastery. Those are the most important. And then we need harmony, Sacred Offering, which is a new rune. There were 3 new runes introduced with the shaman. There is Prophecy, which is actually really powerful. You get 10 epic or better rarities from banishes. I say 10 because you only have 10 banishes in the game, so it is limited. It is a 1-cost rune though, so you know it does have its value. There is the Sacred Offering, which is reducing your maximum amount of units summoned in total by your skills by 1, but increases the damage of all units summoned by 30%. We then pair that with extra help, and they kind of cancel them out, but you get the 30% increased damage. So for 3 costs and 2 rune slots, you're gaining 30% damage for your summons. We've then got Harmony, which is 24% damage, and you can do Commanding Presence, but the reason I didn't and I went for Divine Legacy instead was because, you'll see, I'll show you why specifically for this build, but it's because we ourselves need damage as well. And then the final rune, which is brand new, is Savage Pack, which is increase your critical damage based on your maximum health up to a maximum of 40%. Remember, these are all multiplicative, so that's a lot of critical damage increased for the character. But let's get straight into it. We've got a brand new game mode. This is how you unlock the character. So the way that it works is you need to finish 5 rounds of the Sigil of Corruption. So the way that it works is that you need to collect 5 Titan's Bloods to unlock the next difficulty. 5 of them count as a win. What I would have liked to have seen is that the developers, after you've collected or done 5 rounds, they gave you a choice to either end the run through a portal like you would when you're doing like your overlords and that. There's 2 portals, one to go through to the next level or one to go through or to end the round. So I would like to see that here. as well. So that when you've done your 5 rounds, you can just leave without having to surrender, which you currently have to do. But let's just show you. We're going to do the sigil of vileness. Actually, we're going to do we'll do the sigil of vileness with this, so we can show you the brand new characters, brand new bosses, and everything like that. Now, if you're on the Discord, you are going to love this. Because we've got ourselves a whole lot of brand new bosses. So we've got this boss over here, the Brood Mother's Lair, which we're going to be using. Now the objective is to collect as many of these over here. So it says we have to collect void fragments, and the way that we do that is we need to defeat, or if you look at the minimap, there's all these different symbols over there. Some of the symbols are for collecting resources, and some of them are for things like what we just did. As you can see, we completed a mission. It just gave us a whack ton of XP as well, which is fantastic. We do not want Leviathan. We actually want quite a lot of movement speed. We're going to go for all the summons over here. Again, remember, we do need them. We want the movement speed. We don't need the multicast. We don't need the expansive. We're going to grab magnetic. The expansive and all of that stuff we are going to get as well through, other means. So we don't need to get them there. But we want to try and get as much as possible through stat-wise, other ways. So, bigger stats, bigger damage, so on and so forth. Now, one thing I didn't show you is that with this character, we've got something called, well, let me go through the new totems for you. So we'll do that quickly. Let's just go add that. So he's got something, I'm not going to worry about this because we're not going to use it. We've got quicksand totem, so we conjure totem that applies brittle and then explodes, causing damage based on the number of stacks of brittle on the target. I didn't even know that, so that's actually really, really strong. We've then got stone spiral, which gives us colossal. It does damage to enemies and it shoots them in a spiral. We've got the Cobra Totem, which we went through earlier. All of these, by the way, give us Fortitude as well as Ancestry, which is really, really cool. And then we've got our Ascension, which is also even more totems, and they are going to cause, they shoot projectiles that bounce between enemies, which is really cool. And then they apply Brittle for this weapon that we're using, which is his 4th weapon. Come on, please give me a totem. It's not that hard. Okay, we got Shockwave Totem. That's one of the old totems, but it is a totem nonetheless, so we got to take it. I am going to level up a couple more times. Oh, here's our Ascension, by the way. So it says every 32 seconds, Ritual Pyre appears. We've got to follow the path with the blue light, so you've got to make sure you stay on this blue light. You can hear the audio cues as well. And then we get our Quetzalcoatl spawning on top of us and following us around also with these over here. Now, these little monsters, I think the extra help actually affects both Quetzalcoatl and these guys. So if you are looking to get as many minions as possible and you're not too worried about, how much, whether or not you get that extra 30% damage, then you can just go for extra help and you'll have those extra minions on your thing as well. So that's pretty good there as well. I want to get more movement speed. The Swift over there is beautiful. Flaming Spiral, a new skill. We haven't got to that yet. I'm just going to pick up Might right now. We're not going to level it up though, because we're looking for another totem still. And then also I'm just focusing on HP over here, movement speed, multicast the quicksand, that's really good. And we're just looking at the mini map and heading towards these. We've done 6 out of 15, and the more we do, the better it's going to be. Now, I'm not too worried about whether or not we actually pass this. This is just a demo to show you guys how everything is, all the new stuff and how this works. So we're going to complete these. Some of them give you more of those fragments than others. I do think it tells you. I've never paid attention because it's quite difficult to stand still and just look. I'll see if we are able to pause the game while we're busy playing it, but it's going to be quite difficult to see that. Multicast the earth skills. We've got 3 earth totems, so that makes quite good sense. And this should be defeated very soon. Okay, so this is something new that's been added into the game as well. It has been added into the base game as well, so your normal void fields. It's probably in the Unholy Cathedral as well, but I haven't seen that yet. But you'll see now Once we complete this, it's going to give us, as if we just completed that achievement, getting the void relics. So there we go, we just get a whack ton of XP from it, and that's really, really cool. This also gives us increased max HP, by the way. So we're on 242. It's going to go up to, where does it go up to? 342. So we got 100 extra HP there, and 25% increased damage. So pretty OP. Lots of levels to get. Going to increase the damage of that. We're going to grab some venomous, and we're just not getting the totems that we're looking for. I want area of effect, but I also want to increase the amount of totems. Or go to multicast. Cast frequencies on them is good as well. And now we've got a thing that we need to try and survive. So this is where movement speed comes in handy, or having a lot of dashes, because you don't want to be defeated by all these void presences. We need to survive for a certain amount of time. We did. We only get a single void thing. I just want to see here, if we pause, it looks like there's a number 1 on it. So we'll have to check another one. We'll see, do we get 1 or do we get 2? If we get 2, then I am complete. Okay, so we only got 1. Let's see another one. Let's see if we can see if there's another number there. This one also looks like it's just a 1. But this one I know is more than 1. Alright, finally we got the totem we were looking for. So this totem is completely, absolutely bonkers, right? I'll wait for a level up. There we go. What it does is you conjure a totem at your position, and it grants you radiance every 0.5 seconds to new and nearby allies. We then gain ancestry and radiance. So what it's going to do is it's going to keep giving us a radiance, and that radiance is then going to pop off. Remember, this is going to happen to everything around us. So all of our totems, all of it's just everything. You're going to see just how bonkers this entire thing becomes. And there is another skill that does the exact same thing as well, which is really nice, but we do get the volcanic effigy over there, so we're going to play with that. And I think there is one more totem, or there is one more skill that gives us the radiance as well, which will then swap out the shockwave totem for, because that's just going to help us get that a lot better. But here comes the very first boss, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, Aruanak. So like I mentioned, if you've been part of the Discord, all of us who are part of the brand new game mode have changed our names to suit the bosses that we have become. If you guys don't know, Aruanak is Aruan, the community manager. So, you know, here you go, you get a beat up on the community manager. And there it goes down. So if you have a vendetta against any player or against anyone, then you've got that. Alright, so now we get the soul of the boss, and we get to pick up different things. We get the Arachnid Frenzy, which increases your movement speed and critical strike chance. So we're actually going to go with that because I want the movement speed. You are able to re-roll those. They do give you a certain amount of re-rolls. And now you can see we've actually got 1 vial out of the 5 of the Titan's Blood. So now we've got Volkage and Vivolt, which is Viv and Volks, the 2 mods. We've got Misah, which is Misah, and then we got Brokenth, which is me, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go and fight me. Let's go beat myself up and see what happens over here. You can see the arena itself changes, so it's a different arena. We're now in the Hallowfang arena, but it's the same thing. We still got the same, you know, things to do. We got to go around and destroy all of these things over here. This says 2 on it, so yes, it does actually have the number on it, which is really good. So we can see we're going to get 2 of those new things. I think I've got the wrong weapon for this, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Increase the bonus we get from this, so it's going to be 35, it's now 40. Increase summon damage, increase the amount of summons we have. Movement speed, again, even though we did get that 35% increased movement speed, we want even more. And the only thing about this build is it absolutely dominate, like we can't see, look, oh gosh, okay, that was a bit unfortunate. We were up against oh man, I can't remember his name, but the dude that does the doom bomb. I hate that skill, especially since you can't really see what's happening around you with it. Alright, not everything is a boss fight, so this one we actually got to defeat the snakes from the other one, and we got 2 corruptions from that. We do have our ascension up over here, so we're going to just pop it. Missed it over there. There we go. A lot going on the screen, I know that. Increase the area of effect, of course. And then we want multiple of these more than anything else. We could go area of effect, but that's not going to affect this one, which is what we're looking for the most. So grab that. I'm going to go for a bit more defenses now, because we've already been hit quite hard there. And get more poison, some more life. We can grab the magnetic. That's going to be really good. And this is a 2 cost. I'm going to have to lower the visibility for this fight. Also, by the way, you can change the map settings like that by pushing tab, which I didn't actually know. The developers did tell me, because I was like, hey guys, do we have a UR change? You know, is there a way we can ever change the UR? They did say they're going to get a scaler for the map to make it smaller or bigger in the settings, which isn't out just yet. But I thought it was pretty cool that they've actually got the thing for you to remove it completely. Also, there's a brand new enemy type, which is this a goblin over here. What do we call them again? Why is my brain gone so wrong today? Like, I just can't think of the words. A loot goblin. There we go. So the game also has loot goblins in it now, which is pretty cool. Just like all your other ARPGs and games like that. We just need to... maybe I could just put the visibility up a little bit so you can kind of see what's happening, instead of just having the enemies die on our face. But once we have the radiance up, also our ascension has a note to let you know that it's up. It makes like a little song noise, in case you're wondering if you ever know whether it's up or not. If you can't count to 34, then there is that. Okay, we can increase the duration, we can move a bit faster, we don't need the burn. Our crit is more than enough right now, so we're not worried about it. Go and grab some block and start focusing on some HP as well. Let's go for that first. Increase that damage. Nice HP there. I do want to bring this back, see if we can find that last skill. Come on, game. I mean, we've got Unexpected Arsenal. It's not for fun. Okay, we couldn't find it this round. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Quicksand can gain damage. That's fun. And we've got 4 more of these objectives to get. There's one over here. That's going to only give us a single. That's a bit unfortunate. Alright, we don't need to pop anything either. We don't need to collect anything. It all auto collects anyway. This is also only a single one. But they go a lot faster, the singles. So you'll see it's defeat 6 of these enemies or whatever. So there we go, we defeated them. We can now move on to the next one. This one is a 3. So once we've defeated this one, which is also just defeating sand scale riders, we will then be completed and fight myself. Now I'm going to turn the visual effects off. It's only going to be so that we can actually see what the boss's attacks look like. Because if I keep them on, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be able to see anything. So let's just keep them off for now, just so we can see what's happening within the boss fight. So we get a multicast over there. We also get the multicast over here. Both of them very good. Hand those over. And here comes Brokeneth, the player. That's me. Aren't I so cool? Alright, so our first attack is a big wide swing over there, like a little earthquake, where we put the brittle ground. I don't know if that is brittle or not, but there we go. You can see some explosions happening over here. A nice big heavy swing. Then some big explosions over there as well. So that's a pretty cool little boss fight. Obviously it's a little bit harder the longer you take. And because we took a little bit of a quick route, we were okay. So let's see what Volkage and Vivolt are like, and then we'll do the Misah one. You can see you can re-roll them, but we're going to do each of the bosses, see what they like, see what their stages are like. Also, I love that loading screen, but it's been loading so quickly you don't even get the opportunity to see it. So it's a bit unfortunate there. Whenever an enemy with burn dies, it explodes, causing a multiplier of that total accumulated burn damage on the target in an area. That is pretty insane. I did know that was a thing. But no, we're going to go for here. We're going to go for the Shattered. Now, there is a list of everything that you can get from the bosses as a drop. I will link it down in the description or as a comment so you guys can know, and you can refer back to this video whenever you want to find out the information, or the information will be on my Discord, and I'm sure it will be available on the actual game Discord as well. So if not, obviously my Discord, as well as on the video description or in the comment section of the video. Alright, here's another 3. So now you just want to try and find the ones that give you 3 so that you can kind of rush through here. This one's only a single one, that's okay. Also, by the way, you can see there's this purple ring around the arena. That means you have to be in that area to complete this, so do keep that in mind. We do have our ascension over here, so we just want to grab that. Fantastic. Again, not worried about picking up anything in terms of these drops. Like I mentioned, it all pops open at the end. We just want to try and get all of these, collect these voids, do 5 of them, and that's the end of the run. Because it does actually take quite long, ladies and gentlemen. I think the first time, especially if you don't have a good build up and running, it can take you forever to do what you need to do. So the better your builds, the faster this is going to go and the easier it's going to go. And if you want to do this for your, if you want to do this quite well, I think the Shaman is very, very strong in this game mode, especially with this new Ancestral Totem. This Ancestral Empowerment is insane. It's probably one of my new favorite skills. And this new Quicksand Totem over there is going to be really good with Earthquake and other brittle skills, which I didn't actually realize is the way that it works. So there's that as well. Alright, we already finished the mode there. As you can see, 19 levels. Let's just go and grab them. I think oh man, I want all of these. I'm gonna grab the area of effect though. Duration's good. Gonna grab damage. HP is good. Remember, these things do scale on HP, or the ancestry makes us do more damage when we do that. We're gonna grab ourselves this as well as the dash and just keep going from there. We'll add a little bit of doom in there. Area of effect there. We get the doom to burn, so that means next time we fight Brokeneth, next time we fight ourselves, we can go and do that fight. Alright, so now we've got Viv and Volk. Which one's which, I don't know. You can leave that up to your imagination. Volkage and Vivolt. I'm sure Volkage is the small one. But this one's... the only reason I don't like this one too much is just look at all the all the effects on the floor. So you can't see what the effects are, unfortunately, but you can see the AoEs and everything that you have to keep dodging. So at least there's that, because if I have my visibility up, ladies and gentlemen, we're just not going to be able to see anything. Okay, multicast, critical strikes may apply burn. Every time you cast any skill, you have a chance to gain electrified, or whenever radiance is... This is so good. Wait, that is massive for this build. Holy moly, we just became insanely strong. Wait, okay, we're gonna see Misah hit. I did mention that. Wait, we need to do Vivolt again. They have intense things there for us. So let's see how much finesse we actually get from this. So far it's like 32 stacks. 52, 63. That is madness. And remember, finesse is multicast. And the fact that we're getting it on all of our totems as... Okay, I forgot that we actually have objectives to do, but I was just so excited about getting the finesse and things like that. That is absolutely broken. I did not know that. Mate, that's madness. And also remember, we have a chance to gain finesse already from our skill tree. The only thing is, there is still a skill in the game that we haven't found that does give you more finesse as you... not finesse, radiance. But as you can see, I'm not finding it. There's the brittle one. I can't find the skill, unfortunately. It's just not showing up. But maybe near the end or something we'll find it. Otherwise I'll show it to you guys at the end of the round, the skill that it is that I'm talking about. Because that skill on its own would have been so perfect just for this whole thing. Okay, we do need more cooldown reduction though. Spending so much on this, but it's not giving me what I want. Go for some defenses. I say defenses, but I don't even think I need them, to be honest. More magnetic is always good. This might be a little bit too... That only gave us one. It was only a double boss fight though, not a quadruple. Again, don't need to pick up any of the crystals or any of that stuff. This is a single. We've got, this will be 7 out of 15. And that will be the 4th out of 5 bosses. So my favorites look like they're going to be Vivolt and then Broken. So myself, Viv and Volks, we've got some really good upgrades over there. Okay, we got a loot goblin over here. Now, I don't remember what the loot goblins do. It is very unfortunate because I think they do... I don't actually know what they do. I will find out for us though. They must have a specific... They just drop XP. So, I mean, if they spawn and you don't need the XP, just you can leave them alone. There's no real reason to chase them. I mean, it's just a nostalgia kind of thing, I think. Or maybe they drop things and I don't know. I could be talking out of my bum right now. Still don't have what we're looking for. It's not the flaming spiral. It's not poisonous thorn. Is this it? No, it's not the arcane reaping. Where is the skill? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's just keep going. Go for defenses. We're going to go and increase the amount of towers we get. Thank you. There's Doom to Poison. Doom to Burn. Area of effect. Damage on all of these. Area of effect. The fact that we can get the area of effect so high is actually really good for us, because that's going to allow us not to have to worry about being close to it. It's just going to happen. So that's pretty good. Just grabbing a whole bunch of different things. I'm going to increase the amount of burn, but that's only going to be if we get the relative thing from Broken It. So we'll see. Burn builds can be really good over here. We just don't want to die to the doom, the bombs over there. So just make our way. We've got 11 now out of 15. This is going to give us 14 because we're getting another 3 from it. Absolutely dominating. Just going to activate our Ascension over here for the increased HP. We're on 421 HP. We go up to 577. And remember, that amount of HP is also going to increase the amount of damage we're dealing. So our Ascension just makes our whole game so much stronger, or makes us so much stronger. But there we go. Let's go fight Misah. Again, we're going to lower the visibility. We can keep it to, I think, 2. Maybe 4 is fine. Oh man, it's not Arcane Reaping, but there is another one. I'm just not getting it. Huh? Oh. Alright, that was good. Critical hits can burn. And then our final boss will be Brokeneth, and then we surrender because you only need 5 of these. And then every time you collect one of these, it does increase, their stats. Kind of like an Overlord cycle. So this is kind of like playing Overlord. The more we go, the harder it gets. But there's a Misah Het. I don't like Misah Het as a boss fight, just because if you don't do enough damage, the whole screen becomes full of AoEs and things like that. So you can see already chasing us. There's tornadoes around us. That's a big AoE, lots of red on the screen. So that's why, personally speaking, I don't like this boss fight. Not that it's not a good boss fight, but not my favorite. Also, what does it give us again? I can't even remember. What did we get? Whenever you apply weakness, you also now apply fragility, so that's actually pretty good for us because we got the Cobra totems, so that could be good. We don't have fragility in the build. That's actually pretty good. We also get the armor and block. There are other options, but I don't have enough to re-roll it, so there we go. That's really strong for us. And let's go back to... Ooh, they gave us a good option here. It would be cool if they allowed you to see what options you get from them. So you could like decide who you wanted to pick based on that. So if you like held down Q on the bosses, it showed you what each of those bosses did. But that maybe we can get the developers to put that in there. That'd be a really good quality of life. Because it would be good to know what you can get from. I mean, otherwise you just got to learn it, you know, which isn't a problem either. There we go, absolutely dominating now. We've got the increase to, we got the fragility now. We've got everything, we got brittle. Oh, it's just so good. Okay, that we can't go past. Oh, there we go, we defeated it anyways by standing still. This is only a single one, so we'll just chill here. They all come to us anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is a boss fight for 2. Bosses should immediately melt. They did indeed. It was a triple boss fight though. I thought it was a double. This is a 3. We don't have any more life though, so we do need to be careful. Things like that as well, like what I'll do now is with the boss fight, I'll turn the visuals off completely, just so we don't see stuff, or just so we don't see the AoEs everywhere. But I do want to have this up for destruction purposes. Oh, we actually finished it. I'm just going to pick random stuff here. We kind of finished everything already, so you know there is that. We even got even more XP from that, so let's lower it down. Okay, we'll start the boss fight with full visuals, just to show you guys. We'll we're not going to do the boss fight with full visuals, but we'll show it to you. And then that will be 5, so it unlocks the next level, and we can move on from there, but there we go. As per usual, just completely destroying things with visual effects. Can't see anything though. It's so bad. Alright, me as a boss fighter, I get quite dangerous, as you can see. I'm also very tanky. And I put down a fire totem. Okay, we're nearly there. We're also nearly dead. Ooh la la. Need quick reactions over here. Alright, so we managed to do it. That is the 5th Titan Soul. Let's see what new things we got. So we got the explosion. We've also got the shattered. Let's see what else we have, because we are leaving. So we can see increase your damage and cast frequency, but we remove our speed. Increase critical damage against nearby enemies. The burn and shattered again. Critical damage. There's nothing new. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate, but there you go. That is the game mode. I did want to show you that other skill, so we click surrender over here. I'm hoping they change that though, but you can see quicksand dealing a whack ton of damage, radiance dealing a whack ton of damage as a skill. So that's radiance as an effect. It's not even like, you know, a skill that we're using, and it did insane amounts of damage. So there we go. Perfect. If we go back here, you can see now we've got the 3rd one unlocked. It now unlocks epic materials, so we can get more minerals. It also gives what? The stats are actually not that bad, so we can still do that. But this is going to be quite hectic going forward. Let's just go and see that weapon, because I don't know where it was. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe it was this. Don't see it. We had everything. Maybe it was from his weapon. Maybe it was the artifact power. Okay, well that was really weird. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, it is what it is. There we go. We don't have the second skin yet either unlocked, but I'm sure it looks really cool. But we will get there eventually. And that's the brand new update and the new character. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments section. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.